So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trend.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Cooper. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Then he finds Beasley, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points.
Ready. 91. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
30 base. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stop right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Everyone got 4 down. Ready.
Now Cooper looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Hey.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run with Sanders. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down big. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And they rattle off a big one. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Touchdown! In for the score. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
60 out more. 2 times. 4 down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go with the ground attack here. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Cooper will look to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. They've got his man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And this one caught by Beasley. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. He gets it to Cooks. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
We got 4. We got 4.
On second down now, Dickerson still on his feet. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Now a play fake here on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 14 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, Dickerson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now back to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
And welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down big. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility to end? Versus the tackles there, Charles.
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally, and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando. On third down, Dickerson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he... He's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. To throw, it's Mahomes, and this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Ready up. Check 49, check 49. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. From the 17, Mahomes. And he finds Beasley complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught by Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Ready? Hey, 50's a much. Watch the run.
And that's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Let's go now. 60 or. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Cooper, and this is incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, and I got a chance.
He's got a man, complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of
And it's a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Get it.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in